You know, when you're at that point where you're looking to purchase a home, it's hard to decide, should you go with a new home or should you go with an older home? Well, that's where our coastal expert comes in. I'm so happy to have with me again Teresa Cowart with RE/MAX Accent. Hi, Teresa. It's great to see you.
It's great to see you too, as always.
So, along with the Teresa Cowart team, I mean, is that something that you can help find if it's new construction, or should I just talk to the realtor on site of that new development?
Well, actually, we represent a builder, Horizon Home Builders, but we actually sell everyone's homes. We sell resales, we sell new construction, we sell everything. What people sometimes don't understand is that the realtor that is sitting on site is representing that builder. They're not representing the buyer. So you really don't have anybody representing you as a buyer when you just talk to the agent on site. So you really want to have someone representing you, and the buyer's agent doesn't cost you anything, so why wouldn't you have someone representing you? Even in our situation, we try not to have the same agent on both sides of the deal because I want them to have someone representing them, looking out for them, the buyer.
Really, there's so much terminology involved.
Yeah.
It's always good to have someone looking out for your best interest.
Absolutely.
So what about new versus old? I mean, is an older home as good a value as a new home?
You know, it depends on what you want. I mean, if you want a home with a lot of trees in an established neighborhood, if that's what's valuable to you, then you're probably going to go with a resale. If you want everything bright and shiny new with all the latest and greatest gadgets and gizmos, then you're probably going to lean more towards new construction. So it really depends on what the buyer is more interested in. A resale home can be a great home. We just have to make sure that it's a good value, that the price is right, that the inspection comes back well, that we get it, you know, that we check it out.
And I was going to ask you about the older homes. If you're buying an older home, are there special considerations that you should think about?
Sure, they don't come with warranties a lot of times. You know, if they're 10, 15 years old, they won't have a warranty anymore. So we need to check out the roof. We need to know how old the roof is. We need to know how the air conditioning is. We need to take all those things into consideration because those are expensive items. So if you buy a home that's 10, 15 years old and the roof is as old as the home, then you have to kind of know in your head that I'm going to need to replace that in X amount of years. Whereas if you're buying new construction, everything's brand new. Should all work well for a while, and I have a warranty.
And there's so many issues to think about. Let's just say, how can I protect my family from lead in a home?
Well, if you're buying a newer home, that's not an issue because the lead-based paint, that all kind of went away in the 70s. So if you're buying anything after that, you're really okay. If you're buying before that, there's all kind of testing that the inspectors can do. It's usually a separate test and a separate cost. But if you're buying an older home, you certainly want to make sure that you're not getting yourself into that.
Okay, so let's say I'm buying a home and I've made an offer, but I still haven't closed. Can I actually walk back through the home? Let's just say I want to walk back through and measure for furniture.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, there's times that you're going to go back in it anyway. You're going to want to go back for the inspection, so you're going to be in the home then. But especially like in new construction, or if it's vacant, it's super easy. Your agent can meet you there, you know, with an appointment. I don't want to say any time because then that opens up a can of worms, but pretty much at your convenience, at their convenience, they can meet you there and you can certainly do that. If it's occupied, it becomes a little bit, we have to be respectful of the owner's time, but you can certainly go back through and walk through. And before closing, you absolutely want to walk back through.
That was going to be my next question. I wanted to know, is that something that you should definitely think about doing, walking through prior to closing?
Absolutely. With new construction, you're going to have a walkthrough with the builder, and they're going to kind of show you how everything works, where everything is, give you the manuals. That's a whole process, depending on the builder, how they do it.
Is there a checklist? I mean, what should I look for when walking through?
Oh, yeah. We have one that we look for, and it's different because if you're doing new construction, there's a blue tape walkthrough, and there's the walkthrough at the end where you're saying yes, everything's been done on the initial walkthrough, and we're going to take possession of it this way. We're saying everything's fine. With resale, after the owners have moved all their things out, it looks a little different. So you're now walking through the day before closing or sometimes the morning of closing, and you're saying, okay, everything still looks good. I'm okay with it. It's not going to be perfect. You know, there are going to be holes in the wall where they took their pictures down. It's not going to be perfect, but I can live with it the way that it is. It looks good. They cleaned it. It smells nice. I'm accepting it the way that it is.
So no matter if you're looking for a new home or an older home, new construction or an older home, this is something that the Teresa Cowart team can go through the entire process and be right there with you all along the way.
Oh, absolutely. We pride ourselves on being with our clients every step of the way.
Well, thanks so much, Teresa, for joining us today and all the information you provide.
You're still welcome.
If you'd like more information on Teresa Cowart with RE/MAX Accent or any of our coastal experts, just check out our coastal experts page at wsav.com.